Hey friends, Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. When the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety tested the 2015 Ford F-150 pickups, it really got your attention. And it got Ford's too. They actually made some big changes for the 2016 models. Now, the IIHS has actually tested all the full-size trucks so we know which ones are safe and which ones, well, not so much. What you need to know is coming right up. In the latest round of testing for full-size pickups by the IIHS, only one truck brand earned good ratings on the brutal small overlap crash test, and only 3 of the 7 got an acceptable rating. Several of them only achieved marginal results, as they found out that it's not always about the brand name, but the cab style. Starting with the Ford F-150 that made news last year with its all-aluminum body, the 2015 model performed well in the full-size crew cab, but didn't do all that well in the super cab model. This is because for 2015, Ford had installed additional bracing in the larger cab that made it more resistant to wheel intrusion. For 2016, Ford has added the same bracing and some additional reinforcements for all F-150 cabs that have helped now both the crew cab and the extended cab models to achieve a good rating in those crash tests.
Ford improved the extended cab for 2016, and it now earns a good rating for the small overlap frontal crash, along with the crew cab version of the vehicle. The Ford F-150 is the only large pickup truck to get this good rating, and when equipped with the optional forward collision warning system, it is also a top safety pick.
In fact, in side-by-side tests, you can see how well the 2016 extended cab performs in the test compared to the 2015 model. The additional bracing added for 2016, it seems insignificant, but shows how well even small changes that don't cost a lot can make a world of difference in safety.
Ford should be commended for taking last year's results to heart and improving the extended cab version of the truck. Out of all the trucks we tested, the Ford F-150 is the one that offers the best crash protection, along with technology that can help warn drivers of imminent frontal crashes.
To see how the other brands compare, both cab sizes of the Chevrolet Silverado and the GMC Sierra were tested, in addition to the Toyota Tundra and the Ram 1500. And in these tests, it was shown that, again, cab configuration has a lot to do with how they perform in a crash. The Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra extended cab was the first up in the test, earning an acceptable rating in the small overlap crash. Though the cab structure held up somewhat good, significant wheel intrusion through the floor was a major contributor to possible leg injuries. The larger crew cab Silverado and Sierra, while similar in design, showed that even dimensional variations in length and weight differences can change how a vehicle performs in a crash. Wheel intrusion into the floorboard and cab protection were significantly worse than in the smaller cab, earning a marginal rating in the tests. A similar story was found in how cabs perform with the Toyota Tundra. The extended cab Tundra earned an acceptable rating with a small overlap crash, with wheel intrusion through the floorboard being a major issue. In testing the larger crew cab Tundra, the cab crush and wheel intrusion were more severe, causing it to earn only a marginal crash test rating. In these tests, the likelihood of severe lower leg injuries was significantly higher. When it came to testing Ram, the results for both cabs were equally the same.
The worst performing truck we tested was the Ram 1500, with both cab versions receiving poor structural ratings and marginal overall ratings. Forces from the crash pushed the door hinge pillar, instrument panel, and steering wheel back toward the driver dummy. There was so much structural collapse, as much as 16 to 17 inches of lower interior intrusion in both Rams, that the footwell, brake pedal, and lower instrument panel pushed into the dummy's legs. There was likelihood of serious injury to the lower legs, ankle, and feet in the dummies.
Indeed, with both cab sizes of the Ram 1500, the tests showed that they were the worst performing among all brands. Not only was the wheel intrusion into the passenger compartment very severe, but the cab structure itself was able to crush in on the passenger space, earning them both a marginal rating. In both cabs, the front door pillar, the dash panel, and the steering column was allowed to push significantly back into the driver. This compounds the severity because when the steering column moves to the side, the airbag can no longer properly control the occupant, allowing them to contact hard parts. Now, I'll point out that full test results for all the crash testing can be found on our website by clicking on the link down below in the information section, a full text article there. Also, the IIHS says they'll be testing the Nissan Titan and the Honda Ridgeline a little bit later this year. We'll have those results soon. Until then, click on the link right here on the screen and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We test drive 1, sometimes 2 vehicles every week, plus we have a new video just like this one almost every day. There's always something new. So stay tuned.